My experience by how I knew he wasn't the one. My experience, and it's just one of my relationships. So I was in an 8 year marriage, and we were doing things on the stove, and that's when it's like, it's almost as if I heard the Lord say, that's why I knew I didn't need to be in a relationship. It's almost as if I heard the Lord say, this relationship is about sex and money. This relationship is about sex and money, and keeping a roof over my head. So the relationship was about sex and money and keeping a roof over my head. I was struggling. I didn't have much. And I wanted to be with him so I could keep a roof over my head and somewhere to stay. So I wouldn't have to go stay back with a family member. I'll go back to a homeless shelter. So that is why, I just stayed in a relationship. I didn't want to go to break. I didn't want to break up and go to a homeless shelter, or go stay with a family member. And this is why I continue to stay with him. But it was like the Lord was saying, this relationship is about sex and money and keeping a roof over your head. It's like God talks to us during the relationship. It's like He speaks to us. We don't realize He's speaking to us. And so as I sat there spending money, doing this, doing that, I just felt that this relationship was about sex, money, and keeping a roof over my head. The relationship is about sex, money, and keeping a roof over your head. When that's our relationship, that's how you know they're not the one. Because it's about sex, money, and keeping a roof over your head. The thing is, my personality type doesn't want to be with a man where it's just about sex, money, and keeping a roof over my head. But they have women who will be with a man for sex, money, and keeping a roof over their head. They will be with a man who will take care of them, sex, money, and keep a roof over their head. And they're okay with that type of relationship. But my personality type don't like that. There are a lot of things about my personality that I like, and I just don't like in a person. There are many things that a person will do that I really don't like, just the way they are, and it turns me off from them. It's like a deal breaker. Like if I'm a certain type of way and they don't like it, that's a deal breaker. Okay, that's a deal breaker for me. For instance, if I call an ambulance for you and you be like, no, I don't want to be seen, like that is a deal breaker for me because I'm a type of person that will be seen no matter what. Like that's a deal breaker for me in a relationship. It's just a deal breaker because I'm the type that, okay, something happened to you, you need to be seen. And they like, no, they don't want to be seen. But so, like, that would be a deal breaker for me. Just like the littlest thing that, like, the type of person I am. And I see, like, I say, you need to wipe this, you need to do that. And they be like, no, don't worry about it. And they repeatedly do it. Like, there are things that irritate me, and I'll just not want to be with you. There are personalities that people have that I just will not be with you if you're a certain type of way. And you also is like that. Like, you would never be with a person that have a certain type of personality in the way you are because you don't want to be in a relationship for sex, money, and having a roof over your head. You may do it, but you don't want to be there. Like you don't want that type of relationship that's about sex, money, and a roof over your head. You don't want that type of relationship because when I found out it was about that, I left. I don't want that. I want a real relationship. And for some people, okay with being in a relationship with it's about sex, money, and a man take care of you. They don't care. They okay with that. That's their personality type. But our personality type is not like that. We don't want to be in a relationship for money, sex, and a roof over our head. We just don't want it. Like, and there's a lot of things that they are like, and they're okay with that we're not. And that's why our personality proves that we're not like them. But our personality proves that they're not the one because they just have personality traits. To the man alive, to the man alive, they have personality traits that we just don't like. Like things they let go, we would never let go. Like burdens we take on, like everybody overlook, they don't take those burdens on. Like they don't see it as nothing, but we see it as, oh, we have to do it, we have to do it. Like some things we'll see we have to do, we have to do. Other people don't really care. And so that's what makes us different to the man alive, to the man alive. That's why they're not like us. That's why we're not like them. It's just personality traits that we would never, it's like a deal breaker. Like we'll never accept from a person, and we just won't be with them. Like that's what made me get up and leave. Like I realized the relationship was about sex and money, and a roof over my head, and I had to leave. I can't be in that type of relationship. But there are women who can't. They got people who will take the relationship for sex, money, and then they're okay and they're fine with it, and they're okay to be in it. But my personality type can't do that. And it's a lot of other things that my personality type can't be. And you're compatible and you're right for each other based on your personality type. You're actually right for each other based on your personality type. So if you're the type that just can't be with nobody, like in a relationship, I mean, if you do it, I did it too. Like I did it, but that's not my person. That's not me being a real me. That's why a person have to be the real them. You can't find a real you if you're not being a real you. If you're not being your authentic self, you can't find that authentic person. The only way you can find an authentic person is that authentic person is by being your authentic self. I see why because that's something that's going to attract them to you. Because if you're not authentic and being your authentic self, then they can't, they can't, you can't be with somebody who's not. You see what I'm saying? You both have to be authentic. You both have to be you, so you know who you are. If you're pretending to be somebody else, then how are you gonna find the one? You can't find the one like that. So if you're having to change who you are or put up with stuff and pretend like you like the stuff, then that's how you know they're not the one. Because you would just be able to be your authentic self if they're the one. Like you're just putting up with stuff you wouldn't put up with. That's not you being your authentic self. And when you find the one, you can be your authentic self. So if you're putting up with that and you know you wouldn't, then you're not being your authentic self. That's how you know they're not the one. You see what I'm saying? You're not even being you. You're not, if you show them who you really are, you wouldn't be with them. So I had to decide, it's like I was hearing a lot say it too. I had to decide that no, I don't want a relationship like this. It was hard to walk away because one, I wasn't gonna have a roof over my head. Two, the money is gone. Not about the sex because I wasn't crazy about it or nothing, but that's just a perfect example of why people are not right for each other and people don't understand that it's personality. And that's why like they're just things that you're like they're okay with it that we're not. There are things that they do, like, okay, you want to be with a person with sex money and roof over your head, and that's okay. No, with us, no, it's not. No, it's not like but a lot of people say yes, it's okay. See, like that, and we're like, we're ready to leave, like, and there's a lot of things about us that is not compatible with them the way they are. We are different personality. Okay, all right, that's my love, amen.